YouTube! What is going on? Chris with Journos Comics. I got a video today, guys. I'm excited. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do so. But I'm here talking about Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman that's going through the roof right now. Now, hold on. Let's get into this and let's talk about this. Spider-Woman's first appearance, Marvel Spotlight 32, as well as Spider-Woman #1, have been shooting through the roof in sales. The prices are going up. It's crazy. Since the announcement a little over a week ago that Marvel Studios, in partnership with Sony, because we know Amy Pascal is on as a producer, is producing a female-led superhero film, and it points in all the directions to Spider-Woman. Now, for you guys, I talked about these books, especially Marvel Spotlight. Number 32. Nope. Yep. I've been talking about them, guys. I've been talking about them for months. It was some months ago. I think it was right around the time COVID hit. I think it was like March that I made a video stating 4 keys that you could invest in for under $50. And one of them was, I think it was Bronze Age keys, right? I think they were all Bronze Age. One of them was Marvel Spotlight 32. And good luck finding a high grade of that book anywhere near $50 right now. It's not happening. We have high grades going for over $200. It's been crazy. I'm just going to bring up some numbers right here, guys. Ironically enough, though, Spider-Woman #1 has been selling more copies since the announcement. Obviously, it's still more affordable, so that's going to play into it. But so Spider-Woman #1 was the best-selling book last week. All right, but Marvel Spotlight still, man, an increase of 161% in sales. So you got you had a 9.6 CGC sold for $550, and you're seeing, like I said, you're seeing raw high grades selling for well over $200 right now. This is where we're at, guys. So before I actually talk about where we're at, let me look at some numbers for Spider-Woman #1, best-selling book of last week. Trends up over 109%. A high sales CGC, 9.8, $275. Not bad. Here's the thing. I talk about the stages in speculation hype, right? Or in when you should look at these books, when to buy, kind of when not to buy. I talked about it way back in March. These books right now, there's been talk. And when I say there's been talk, it's nothing official, nothing confirmed, just random talk from content creators, from people within the community saying Spider-Woman can be brought to Disney Plus. That talk has been going on for probably, well over a year now, diving into a couple years. I think once She-Hulk was announced for Disney Plus, the talk of bringing a Spider-Woman character in, all that stuff started happening. And I always talk about the stages. The next stage is some kind of official announcement, but that does not give clear details. So you have an actual announcement from the studios themselves, but it still didn't state Spider-Woman. So this is what I'm saying right now. These books are going to continue to increase, and once that official announcement happens, where we have a Spider-Woman movie happening, boom, it's going to shoot through the roof. How quickly these books for this character popped off this last week. I wouldn't say surprised me, because obviously I've been saying this, but to the extent that they did, to the fact that Spider-Woman #1 went up to #1, Marvel Spotlight was #4. I didn't even think necessarily that it would have that quick of an impact. So ultimately, that shows me that when this movie is official, it's going to be probably like 5 to 10-fold what we're seeing right now. So here's the thing, guys. When you look at the numbers, and I got some numbers pulled up here too. And I looked at, so I bought my book, my Marvel Spotlight 32, right here. I sent it into CGC. It came back a 4.5. I was hoping for at least a 5.0. But hey, it's a 4.5. I got a book. I'm looking at a book right now on eBay that sold for $75 that is nowhere near my book. It's got multiple huge color breaking creases. It looks like it has what looks to be some type of subscription crease. I don't see this book getting more than a 3.5 on an amazing good day, a 4.0, and it sold for $75. I bought my book for, I believe, 30 something plus shipping, and that was, I mean, it was a while back now, over a year ago for sure. So it's, basically, uh, obviously, I mean, a 4.5 is going to be selling for more than 75 right now. So you could say that it's more than doubled in price. You can absolutely say that with the higher grades too, because I think I was saying a few months ago that, if you could find like around a 7.0 for under $100, get it. 7.0, 7.5. And with the looks that they're going now, you're not going to find, I don't think you're going to find any high mid grade for under $100. I mean, look, we got a book that sold 2 days ago for $100 plus $15 shipping, and I'm gonna pull it up. And I'm sorry that I can't bring this on screen. I just didn't want to interface all that right now. I wanted to come straight to you guys. But I mean, this book is, possibly around a 7.0. It's definitely this got the seller graded is a 6.5. Presents nicely, and it does, and I think his description is fairly accurate. That sold for $100 plus $15 shipping. So I'm telling you guys, and here's the thing, this is what I always say: don't go buying these books just because of the hype. You got to buy them because you have some type of love for them. Hands down, straight up. Love for the character, love for the era, whatever it may be. Unless you're absolutely okay with taking the risk. If it's purely an investment, whether a long-term investment or to spec to flip, whatever it may be, hey, you got to know that you're willing to take that risk. If you can still get this book in 7.0 or lower for under $100, I think it's still a very sound investment, because it's going to keep going up. We're not at a point in time where I feel you shouldn't buy this book if you're willing to invest. Once we get that official announcement is when I'll say don't buy it now, because it's going to keep going up. And then once the movie releases, as usual, we're going to see a cool off period. But this book right here, this book for probably your kind of like right in the middle, mid-range 5.0 to 6.0, I don't think is ever going to go down under $100 once this hype keeps rolling. That's my opinion. I think this book is an absolute $100 book for a fine copy moving forward. That's where we're going. And even though we might see some cool off after the movie, I don't think it's ever going to drop past that point. That's my opinion. Now let's talk about Spider-Woman #1. Okay, you can still get this book for a decent amount. We got a 9.6 slab that sold for $150, but I mean, we got a raw copy here that sold for $35. Raw copy that sold for $60. Of course, I'm not looking at the grades. Yeah, a 9.0, a 9.0. Marvel Spotlight sold for $250. But let's focus on Spider-Woman #1 here. I mean, we had a 9.6 CGC sell for $105. Today actually, so not bad. Because I was saying, if you could get this book in a high grade for under $100, that's still a really good deal. Let's go into this book that sold for $35. And just I'm gonna look at what they have noted is the grade or condition. I'm gonna try to pull up the picture here, guys. And like I said, I'm sorry that I didn't interface the pictures in with you guys to see, but this is a decently high grade book that I'm looking at here. Probably at least 7.5. maybe an 8.0, and it sold for $35. Phew, that's a steal. That's a steal. I paid $20 for mine a couple years ago, thinking that it was, a very fine book, and it came back a 6.0. Most of you probably know that story. Anyways, but here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. We all know that the number ones are hot. This is her first solo appearance, solo story. Number one of her own run. It's obviously a key book. It's going to keep going up in value because of this hype as well as just the character in general. But most people don't know this is her fourth appearance, right? You got her first appearance in Marvel Spotlight 32. But the Spider-Woman number one. See, now it's much different. When we saw the She-Hulk hype, we saw She-Hulk number one shoot up through the roof, right? She-Hulk number one isn't just the first solo story in number one. It's She-Hulk's first appearance. So that's why that book was so hot. Spider-Woman number one is the fourth appearance of this character. Spider-Woman's second appearance is Marvel 2-in-1 number 30. Okay? This is still a book that you could get in a high grade for probably under $20. I would look into that book, man. I would look into that book. It's affordable. And here's the thing. People might argue. Spider-Woman actually shows up in Marvel 2-in-1 number 29, but on the last page. And she shows up being cameoed into appearing in the full story of issue 30 and 31. So Spider-Woman's second and third full appearances are in 30 and 31. Marvel 2-in-1 29 is a cameo appearance, therefore it doesn't constitute as a full appearance. That's why Marvel 2-in-1 number 30 is her second full appearance. This goes in all the talk that I've been doing about the issues with Key Collector in the last week and so or so, and all the arguments that I've been getting into. It is what it is. I stand firm. Marvel 2-in-1 29 is not Spider-Woman's second appearance. It's not. It's a cameo. Even though a first full appearance came first, it doesn't matter. I'll get into that in other videos later on. But when you talk about a second appearance and what the market will look at, it's that second full appearance in Marvel 2-in-1 number 30. So again, at a book that you could probably get in a high grade for under $20 still, if you can't get your hands on Marvel Spotlight number 1, I wouldn't say it's the second best option, because obviously Spider-Woman number 1, it was the hot selling book of the week. So guys, if you can get a decent higher grade for under $50 in that Spider-Woman number 1, and you have the money and you're willing to invest, it's going to be a good deal. If you could get a high grade in Marvel 2-in-1 number 30 for $20 or under, that's going to be a good deal. It's those collectors that are shooting for those high grades, or those slabs, those 9.6 or 9.8 slabs right now, that are really going to be breaking their bank because of what these books are doing. So again, if you can find even a decent higher mid-grade of Marvel Spotlight 32 for under $100, if you can find a decent higher mid-grade of Spider-Woman number 1 for under $50, and if you can find a higher grade of Marvel 2-in-1 30 for $20 or under, I think you are making a sound investment decision. But again, as a collector, because it shouldn't just be an investment unless that's the only thing you're in it for. If you're a collector, you have to make sound decisions on your collecting reasons to why you want to invest that money in these books as well, guys. So that's my video today, guys. I'm excited because, like I said, this is a character in a book that I love. I have the full run of Spider-Woman Volume 1. And I can't wait to see this character on screen. And I can't wait to see what these books are going to do in the next few months. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Did you get these books before the blow up? Are you thinking about getting them now? Let me know what you guys are doing and how you guys are specking on this book. Are you all in on it? What's the deal? Or are you like, nah, I'm good, I only collect DC or something? Whatever it may be, let me know in the comments, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Until next time.